Gosh, why wasn't I recording that? Okay. Hello, is this thing on?
Hello, is this thing on? Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to Worldwide Dream Builders videos. I'm your host, Jason, and the cameraman who started it all is Mr. Cody Bennett. Everybody give him a hand.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh, of course. I can hear it.
This is the great Diamond Mika Morford, and she's going to talk about why she is involved with Worldwide Dream Builders. Why are you building your business?
I can't be serious with that microphone in my face.
Why are you building your business? Why are you here?
Well, I have kids, and I love them a lot. Where should I look?
Right at Cody, the camera.
So, when I was a kid, I had a lot of, I didn't really know what to call them dreams at that time, but I did, and I just always felt like I was called to do certain things, and I can remember distinct times in my life where I felt like there were pieces to the puzzle that were given me of what my life was going to be like, and one is that I had a teacher I really loved, and because of her I felt this great desire to be a teacher, and so that was 3rd grade, and so the rest of my life, everything I learned, I would learn it thinking of it in the context of how can I share this with people. Always, whether it was church stuff or dancing or whatever it was. And so there were just different things like that that I always felt really drawn to do. And I never really knew what to do with my life. I really wanted to teach, and so I decided to teach dance because I thought it would be something that I could have my kids and not have to leave my kids. So anyway, I saw the plan. I think I was 17 or 18. I've been hanging out with Cody for a while, and he didn't think I was ready to see it yet, I guess, for a while. I didn't know for a long time what he did, but finally he just told me one day that we were going somewhere, that I should wear nicer clothes probably than I normally did or something like that. And so we went to see Brad Wolgamont, and so I had just never been in such a positive atmosphere before, and I had never heard anybody really talking about doing great things, because my family has a lot of potential, but they just their time really gets sucked up in making a life, and so I really was never taught to think about anything beyond making a living. And so anyway, that really touched me, and I really loved what he said, and I didn't doubt from the first second that I heard about the details of the plan. I didn't doubt that it would work. It made absolute sense, and it clearly was working for him, and there was tons of other people in the room, so it just made sense to me. There was no legitimacy problems or anything like that in my mind, but it was all just in myself. And so I just had really low self-esteem, and as a teenage girl, and in my mind I saw these business owners in the room, and I just thought, I just didn't think that I could do it. But I really believed in the system, and I believed in the opportunity. And so anyway, I just kind of let life beat me up for a while, and Cody just stayed my friend and let me do that. And I started buying artistry though, got hooked on some products, and so I dated a couple of guys, and they were all really negative on the business, and so I just kind of gave up on it. I wasn't an IBO, but I had just been around the system a little bit. And so when I met Jason, I didn't even mention it to him, because I just, I always still thought about it. Like Curtis said, it was always there in the back of my mind, thinking about, like, I never really found another way that I could get the answers that I thought I saw there. And so Jason and I had only been married for a few months, and I ended up having emergency surgery and almost died. I think we were only married for 3 months at that time, and so not only did we have a lot of medical debt now, but we just had this sense of urgency more, that we were both working all the time, and now just like zombies to pay for this medical debt, and we almost lost each other, and for what? We never even saw each other. We were newlyweds, and we were very in love, and so I had been thinking for about a week we should call Cody and talk to him about that thing. See if, I was pretty. I think I knew that you were still doing it, but anyway. And then Cody called us. I think from a family reunion. And yeah, and I hadn't mentioned it to Jason yet, but I've been thinking about it several times over the course of about a week. And so Cody called, and when I knew it was Cody, I was like, whatever he says, say we'll go. And so Jason was like, sure, okay, we'll go. And Cody came and picked us up, and we went and saw the plan, and Jason saw it right away. I was praying on the way over to the plan. I was like, if Jason, will actually go for it, I will give my heart to this business, because I thought from the beginning, but I was scared, and so Jason saw it right away, and I was like, I knew it was right. I knew it was good. So that's good. Anyway, I'm battling. But yeah, there's just way too many things that have happened in our lives that, you think you have a dream. Until something in your life changes, and then you get a different dream. Things get taken away from you. We have a lot of dreams. But the main thing now is our children have really big dreams. And we're raising them in an environment where they have no doubt that they will accomplish this. And, in their mind, besides the fact that Daddy's not home yet, they already think that we're diamonds. They already think that their future is full of opportunity. There's no limitations in their minds, and that's just really exciting. Because the few things we've seen from the 2 and 4 years old show that they are going to change the world. And so I just want to have the resources to pour into them, both our time and in teaching them, and lots of money. And so, we've gone from this place of it's a really neat idea and all these things, and I don't think I can do it. And gone through several stages to the point where now we don't really have a choice. We've been given too much knowledge now.
We know we can't do it.
Yeah. And so now it's just a matter of doing it. And I think our kids, the kids have heard as many CDs as I have, so I just listen to them in the house all day long. And so my kids have a lot of belief, and they help me see, if I ever have any doubt about things, they're the ones that really, I think small. I think, I really want to have 2 more babies, and I have no idea how I'm going to do it, and it seems like this big, really hard dream to obtain. And Mackenzie's like, hey, when we have our other kids, we should raise a whole lot of money to give to all these other people that can't have kids, and it's inspiring, because I think so small, they think so big.
That's awesome. Jason, do you have anything to add?
Oh, sure. Well, basically where I come in is that part about the makeup, because when we first got married, she told me out of the blue one day, I owe this guy that I know, Cody Bennett, so much. It was like over $100 for makeup, and since I was more than broke, and I didn't make any money, and I'd never spent $100 before in my life, I thought that was a lot of money for makeup. And so I was like, what? And then Cody eventually did have us go to a meeting, and a couple things clicked in my mind. One, my dad always talked about wanting to have a free clinic as a doctor and the things he could do with that, but he needed to have an outside income revenue source to come in order to do that. And at the time, I thought I was going to become a doctor as well. That was my plan growing up my whole life. So I thought, sweet, I can make that happen. My dad and I could work together, so I had a dream to start with. It's not my dream anymore, but that was the dream. So I saw it right away when we went to a board plan. And it was lucky that even happened, because at the time when Cody called us, he was calling for Tyson, but Tyson was at home, and I just happened to answer. So I got to go to the plan, and now Tyson gets to work. Anyway, but the amount of dreams that we have and plans that we have together, and the amount of nightmares that we have, one that's really in my heart that we can take care of pretty quickly is my dad having quite a bit of debt, being 57 years old now, and just signing a contract to work 10 more years for the government as a doctor in South Dakota, where he works right now. He goes back and forth that way, and I would like to take care of that. I would like to just, you know, these debts aren't even my dad's. He chose to pay it, and other people ran up on him on bad business affiliations that he had. It's not my dad's debt, honestly, and he's been paying it off for 10 years, and he's got 10 years to go, and he's got some health issues. If something were to happen to my dad, there would be issues going on. There's a nightmare that can happen there because he's got health problems. And so really the time is just right. We know we can do it. We're confident in the system. We're confident in the timing. We're confident in ourselves. I'm very confident in Mika and the work that she's doing. And I'm very grateful to Bill and Cody. They're the guys that made it all happen. So appreciate it. And it was awesome.
Appreciate you guys. I think it's going to be amazing to see you guys from stage. The passion that you both carry.
Anybody can hear me through the blubbering.
That's okay. I'll start talking when that happens. We're good.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.